Yeah, it was really good. Just give it up 100. Let's talk about mental illness. And I'm going to give y'all a story that's coming straight out of St. Louis where a 19-year-old went out and bought an assault AR-15, right? An AR-15 at a gun show under the table. Wasn't even legal, right? Probably because of his age. His family, everybody knows he suffers from mental health issues, but somehow he was able to go out, have this much freedom with the illness that he got, and purchase this assault rifle and went to his school and did a mass shooting. Gladfully, he only fatally hurt 2 people, but it should have been 0 people. Somebody should have had a better grip over this kid, you know what I'm saying? But the damage already got done. So basically, this story's about mental illness and the damage that it causes when it's not being treated properly or being treated at all. If nobody's paying attention to people running around with mental illness, a lot of damage is going to get done in society. And a lot of damage been getting done in society if you've only been paying attention. You can see a lot of these movements is a direct cause of mental illness. So until we stop all of the waste of time shit that we're doing and pay attention to what really is causing a lot of our downfall, which is a lot of people running around that need mental fix, until we get to that and start addressing that, we're gonna keep on the tumbling straight to hell that we've been going. Here's the article about this 19-year-old that went to his high school and did a mass shooting, and he has a severe case of mental illness. 19-year-old Orlando Harris, a former student at Central VPA High School, stormed inside the school with an AR-15 style rifle and 600 rounds of ammunition, authorities have learned. Harris killed 10th grade student Alexandria Bell and health teacher Gene Kuchka, 61, before he was gunned down by police 8 minutes into the rampage. Kuchka, a 20-year veteran educator, has been described as a charismatic and kind teacher who was always there for his students. Meanwhile, Alexandria has been remembered as an outgoing 15-year-old with a passion for dancing. As more details emerge of the lead-up to the violence, St. Louis Metropolitan Police Lieutenant Colonel Michael Sack revealed on Wednesday that Harris had a list of targets. It has not been disclosed whether either of the victims was among the targets. Authorities also revealed that Harris' family had alerted law enforcement in the past when he purchased a firearm, possibly the one used in the attack. The gun was removed from the home following concerns about Harris' mental health, and it is unknown whether he was able to retrieve it. The family were aware that he had acquired a firearm, Mr. Sack said, adding that Harris' family was heartbroken and was actively cooperating with the investigation. They worked with our department to transfer that to an adult who could legally possess one. Authorities sent the serial number of the rifle used on Monday to ATF to track the origin of the weapon and whether it is the one that had been removed from Harris' home. Mr. Sack also said that Harris' family would often check his mail and go through his belongings to ensure he was not a threat to himself or others. Mental health is a difficult thing, Mr. Sack said. It's hard to tell when someone is going to be violent and act out or if they are just struggling, they're depressed. Harris left a note in his car with a list of other school shootings in the U.S., with the names of the gunmen and the number of killed people, and expressed his desire to be the next name on it. He also had a map of the school in his car and laid out his attack in detail ahead of time, authorities said. The note included details concerning how Harris obtained the weapon used in the attack, revealing that he bought it from a private dealer after being rejected at a gun show in St. Charles County. Mr. Sack also said that Harris' family would often check his mail and go through his belongings to ensure he was not a threat to himself or others. Mental health is a difficult thing, Mr. Sachs said. It's hard to tell when someone is going to be violent and act out or if they are just struggling, they're depressed. 4 other victims were shot during the attack, and one girl suffered a broken ankle after jumping from a 3rd-floor window when trying to escape the violence. Mr. Sachs read from Harris' note during the press conference a day after the attack of Central VPA. I don't have any friends. I don't have any family. I've never had a girlfriend. I've never had a social life. I've been an isolated loner my entire life, Harris wrote. This was the perfect storm for a mass shooter.